Dan here, Dave's Speed Shop. So, where we left it last, we were working on this fine, mediocre, pretty rough 57 Chevy. This is Dani's car, my old lady's, as well. Queen D. Anyway, so we left it last. We got her kind of running, got the cooling system hooked up, did some light wiring, and drove it outside. Battery tie down, Not burning that on the headers anymore. So today, the plan is, hopefully, to put a few miles on this thing. She's going to drive it. When I say today, I mean this weekend. This video. Now, this thing, at one point, just had some junk seats in it. It had some black carpet. It was relatively plain Jane. I was welding. I did burn the carpet and back seat. These things happen. She wanted to go a little crazy on the interior, and she did. So we got some quilting stuff. This is absolutely not UV rated. And she wanted to go pink and blue and miscellaneous. The garnish moldings, people lost their minds on this. Hot pink with glitter in them. But people are thinking we've ruined this car. Now, I will say this was a 4-door 57 Bel Air with no motor, no trans when I got it in pieces. We put it all back together and 2-door swapped it. And I mean, it's got real glass in it and kind of stuff like that. But this is not ruining it. This can be changed. Door panels can be bought. Garnish moldings can be sanded. Look, there's another set right there we could put on. Anywho, we have to tackle the wiring as well today, because that's a nightmare. So anyways, we got new carpet on there. I think we sound deadened it. This is a really nice car. Now, what we did, because we had that small fire mishap, I did tell her I would recover the seats. So we took everything to TCS Auto Upholstery, just out of town there. They hooked us up as per usual. You should go there. And this is what they came up with. I have no part of this. Black vinyl with some pink inserts. It's Dani's car, what can I say? This suits her, this is what she wants. These seats I bought, I don't remember where it came from. I think they're Chevy Bel seats. Same thing, recovered them, put some pink inserts, did some wicked stitching. I mean, it looks cool. It's not my style by any means, but you know what? This car is Dani's, and whatever she wants to do with it, I'm fine with. She's been great, super supportive. I've been borrowing parts off this car for years now, and I'm hopefully at the point now we can put it together and not borrow anything off it. She can drive to work, she can enjoy it, she can cruise around with her friends, and all those things. Bit of a knock in the motor, but hey, if we gotta change that, we gotta change that, right? But for now, today, we're gonna put the motor or the interior in and kind of go from there. Now, this thing did have bucket seats in it at one point. I don't know if anything will line up or match. We'll probably be making some bracketry on the buckets. Tri-5 Chevys never had bucket seats. They're terrible floor design. 4 bucket seats. Bench would be much nicer, but a 2-door bench seat is a fortune now. If you want it to fold ahead, they're ridiculous. $500–600 just for the frame. Plus all the scoot around, you'll have, whoa, $1,200–1,500 into a seat. That's craziness. And then it's, whatever. Bucket seats look cooler anyway, so we'll make that happen. The back seat should just slide in. You know, the back goes on, bottom slides in, no problem. We'll have it looking like a 2-door or a 2-door interior in no time. So I'm gonna pull this junk out, and then we'll get to work. We should go pretty quick, and it should look pretty nice. Ish. So we had short legs out here. She's looking good. Measuring the seat, so it's quite a bit forward, but at the end of the day, we made it so she can fit it and whatever it is in the back. That's what it'll be for me. No makeup. These are the little extensions I made. So all I did was I took 3/8 bolts and I welded it in the back side of that's 1-inch quarter wall tube. And the way a Tri-5 works, the 2 front pedestals, one is flat because it's on the hump of the car. On the outside, it's the short one, and the 2 backs are like 3 or 3.5 inches to give it the right kind of lift, so it's flat. All I do is I measured off the Nomad. Now, obviously that's kind of, you know, it's just, you know, peg leg extensions. Once we get it in there, I can then brace those to each other, weld a little bar in or do whatever I have to do, so it'll be perfectly strong. But this will be fine for now, just kind of test it all out. And these seats might need a few, oh, it's just a chrome piece holds? I don't know how this works, but these seats were pretty shot when I got them, so I can't complain too much. Fantastic job on them, but it looks like I'm missing a little bit of hardware. So we'll have to get on that at some point, but we'll let those, they're like smoking hot, so you paint them and they're like instant powder coated. Let those cool off. We'll drill some holes in the floor, mount that seat in. If it's all good, I'll just literally recreate them and do it on this side. Just kind of that easy. Definitely, I mean, if you're putting seats in for the first time, it's a little bit of screwing around and all that, but I feel like I've done a bunch of Tri-5 seats, so they kind of just fall together when you do it over and over and over and over and over and over again. Oh, and there's the other seat installed. Pretty sturdy. You know, the pink's growing on me. It's not really my style, but I get it. And it's her hot rod, so hopefully she'll enjoy it. Now, I will say, I got a bone to pick with Mortsky Repair. Now, he told the internet that you use a step bit and you drill through carpet, it won't pull the carpet up. So we're going to call that one Mortsky 1. Then we're going to call this one Mortsky 2. Mortsky Repair. Anyway, I think I'm going to get the wiring kind of zip tied up and go through it all. I know it looks like a cluster, but realistically it's probably just because it's been sitting there. You know, you put the brakes on one side, the turn signals on the other side, you know, whatever you got to do, zip tie it, luminol, and stick it up under the dash. It should be fine. That's all the wiring of the entire car, so there ain't too much. Put the heater controls in, but I think that might be it for right now. We're gonna do a live stream tonight. It's Saturday, and we used to do live streams all the time. We kind of went to every kind of couple of weeks, and then we went to every no weeks because we were just jamming for Power Tour. So that's if you guys are interested. Make sure you let me know. Make sure you show up on the Saturdays, and we'll keep doing them. Because otherwise, I like to rest a little bit every now and again. You know, an hour and a half is nice to myself. But yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do. So I like to work on those things, so we're gonna put that up. We'll clean the garage up. We'll kind of get this thing down together. We gotta put sill plates in, which are somewhere. Trim the carpet. This thing never had any panels. I should probably make a couple. I did keep some of this material, fancy material, so we can get that dialed together. And realistically, I think it needs a headliner. What doesn't in my life need a headliner? We gotta give it a once over, wash it up, and really let Dani drive it and see what she likes and doesn't like. Maybe put a radio in it, a few little odds and ends, but at this point, I'm hoping it's driveway repairs. It's not coming apart too much. And yeah, I think we'll be back tomorrow with Dani going for a drive, because that's always pretty exciting. She hasn't driven this thing in, well, for sure not last year, and the year before, maybe a little bit. So now, I mean, we're still in June. I don't know when this video's coming out, probably in June or early July. She can actually enjoy the thing, drive it, put some miles on it, take it to work, do whatever she wants to do. And hopefully it's just a little bit of karma and it'll be a good runner for me and I can start working on other things. But I'm excited to start knocking projects out, left, right, and center. See you tomorrow, cruising in this hot rod. That one. So it's a new day. I'm doing a little cleaning here. And Dani is gonna drive her hot rod for the first time in like 2 years, eh? It's been that long? It's a bit of a hot day, but we'll just kind of go around the block. I only took it around the block. It has the gears. I don't think anything is leaking too bad. There's a little spot under it, but we should be a-okay. The brakes felt good. What else did I do? Oh, I zip tied up the wiring, real professional like, to the emergency brake handle. But I still want to make sure we put some miles on it, then I'll tuck that away. Most important thing, fire extinguisher. The battery connections are loose, and we have a Leatherman. What else could a guy want, right? The hood rattles a little bit. I think we gotta tighten up the hood pins, or tighten them even at all. Wanna fire this girl up?
Is this tire supposed to look flat?
Look flat, no, but I think it's probably fine. It's fine for around the block. She struggled with starting this thing, so we'll see how that goes. Give them what they want. She's struggling with her fancy seats. Oh, not bad. Give it a couple of revs. Man. Running along on the rich side. Alright, I'm gonna shut the garage and we'll cruise. Look at that hot rod. It went in second gear, I just felt it. Hang on. I'll keep driving. That's second. Oh yeah, first. Second. Let's see if she got third. How do you fit this thing way better now with that seat, eh?
I can see over the steering wheel, which is a very nice bonus.
Before we had a set of low seats. I think they're in, I don't even know what they're in now. Might be in my 57. And they're like slam low, which I really like because I got long legs. So low and far back makes it much easier for me to drive. Man, I'm driven like my Miss Daisy. I gotta order some gauges because there is no gauges, so we're gonna assume it's got oil pressure. I checked the battery while it was running with a gauge and it was charging, and we'll just assume it doesn't overheat. But if it does, it'll let us know by fogging out the hood there. Oh yeah, feel that power? Second gear. Let's be gentle here, it's the first ride. I definitely feel something banging. Probably the exhaust. Oh, we can see the front end moving around right through the... That's cool. This is the farthest this thing's gone. So, be prepared to shut it off and stop.
I'll go turn around in this parking lot.
Ah, keep going. Go through the lights. Might as well put a few miles on it. Because I'm done with this thing, so it's on you now. So when
I can't fix it when I break it.
Oh, you'll just drive it. Maybe it'll just be fine. My 47 Chevy, and I drove that, it had all kinds of rattles. And it still does. 10 years later, just you kind of get used to it a little bit. I think the front end's probably just a little loose. It sounds like inner fenders are probably touching the headers and whatnot. Well, speedometer works. Yeah, this thing is cherry.
Fuel gauge works?
I don't know if it's full.
Maybe?
I think it might just read full, it's not proper. So that could be an issue.
I need some mirrors.
Definitely idling a little funny. We'll just say that's normal. It needs to kind of run a little bit, get some fuel through it. That carburetor I know nothing about. You know what I should do is I have that carburetor came off the Nomad. It would go on this thing, would probably be the way to go. Then I have parts for it.
Yeah.
It's just the idle circuit though. It seems like it's happy otherwise.
Yeah. It rides nicely.
I feel like when I slouch down, you're like monster tall. When I sit up, it's ridiculous.
These seats are so comfy.
Yeah.
I love being able to see. Before I had to like engage my core and like lift myself up by the steering wheel to see over. I can just sit like a normal person.
This thing's nice. It actually rides nice.
It's great.
I think it's just, like I said, probably the fenders, the inner fenders, stuff like that are probably a little loose. It's not even smoking or nothing. It does have an oil leak, I noticed, but I also noticed when I was running the valves, it only had 2 bolts in the valve cover, so that could be part of the problem. 2 out of 4. I mean, it's a pass. A leaky pass.
A gas pedal would be really nice.
What? I like the little stick there.
It's like digging into my toe.
I did that for 5,000 miles on power.
I don't know why you did. I told you just to get a gas pedal. That's on you.
Steel toe boots. Actually, I ordered a gas pedal low power knockoff one off eBay for the wagon. It's really nice. Put one of those in there.
Oh, actually, I still need to. I need to finish.
Yeah.
I had my turning signal on that whole time. I have some finishing touches I need to add.
No,
that
no
people
more.
have sent me.
No more finishing touches.
Finishing touches.
Are we not done?
We are not done.
Needs a gas cap. There wasn't one on it. I think I might have stolen it for the Nomad.
Shocker.
It was on the list of returns. Hey, look, you can have all your chickies in the back. You ruined it with these garnish moldings, though, I tell you.
No boys allowed. This is girls only.
That doesn't rattle that bad. I thought it'd be way worse.
This is nice.
It smells a little burny, not too bad. Oh, you know what it probably is? It's just I wrapped the headers. It's probably them burning off for the first time.
Oh.
I don't think this thing had...
I keep forgetting to unturn my turn signal though.
That's embarrassing for you. Your glitter wheel is failing you.
What do you mean it's failing?
This thing had... We haven't put any miles on it, right?
Well, this is like a nomad situation now. I sit too high though. Can't see the light.
A little hunchback.
Yeah, bend over like a little bitty.
You gotta really just lie down. This thing is comfy. I could be passenger princess. We should take this on the next, whatever it's called, power tour.
I want to. I want this thing to go everywhere.
Oh, yeah?
And then once Joe paints up the side for me, man, this thing's gonna be...
It'll be something. It seems to figure out it's idle. It's not so
No,
bad.
it sounds a lot better now. The first one had me a little worried. I won't lie to you. I didn't like it.
Well, what's what happened?
Oh, it's all...
In my defense, a lot of our stuff goes good.
I know, and then it goes poof. So it's just like an inherent panic.
But at least I handle it well.
You handle it very poorly.
Yeah, that too.
You literally just about ripped my door off literally 10 minutes ago.
Oh yeah, this door isn't closed. Well, it hit me. I'm mad about it. You need a headliner though. I can't believe the internet's gonna let you drive around like that.
At least it's not a big hole.
One hole. Not really that big a deal. Man, this thing's nice. I don't know, rattle. Man, you sure did get the internet with this.
There's nothing I love more than making the internet unhappy with my choices and my voices. I love you all!
We did a live stream the other night, last night, and there's a few negative comments about Danielle's voice, and she really took it to heart.
Is my voice annoying? Is it?
The exhaust definitely banging on this side. I can feel it.
Here's the thing, my voice is annoying so we can ignore the rattles.
Oh yeah. I don't even notice the rattle. Oh, that one.
Purposeful.
I noticed that one. I felt that one.
Well, I gotta hit all the bumps now.
Well, this is your test drive. We're like 8 minutes in, so whatever passes here, we ain't looking back. I did my part. New carpet, new seats. It runs
After
and
you burnt
drives.
it to the ground, yeah.
This guy's struggling. Look, if you can hit all the holes. Oh. 4x4.
Yeah.
Gentle. Man, this thing doesn't even smell like an old car or nothing like that. It just runs and
It's
drives.
awesome.
It's not really good.
It's fantastical.
I love this new trailer on the street right now. It looks so fancy.
With all the graffiti and everything, man.
What an area we live in. Property taxes up the butt, and that's what
The
we get.
steering wheel's a little, might need an alignment.
It's crooked?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it's loose, so we can just change that real quick. You want 2 clicks to the right?
Yeah.
I'll make that happen for you. Alright, let's pull this wagon into the driveway and we'll just see what happens. Man, there's a lot of tripods around here, eh? Nomad in the driveway. Turn it. It's really wheeling this thing. It is, I feel a lot safer with that seat the way it was. Before it was kind of sketchy. You couldn't really see and you were like pulling on the wheel for balance and stuff.
Yeah, no, I was literally lifting myself with the strength of the steering column.
Bam, look at that thing. Oh yeah.
Hey. I really love my car.
Oh good. Now let's take some parts off of it. What can I use? This thing might be missing something. Yeah. Oh, and that closed perfect that time. Tow truck stuff. My life. See, anything on fire? That's like mellow. I think you did good.
I'm ready to drive it to work.
Well, you can touch the radiator. It's not even that hot in that few little miles. It's decently warm today. Ready to drive to work. Well, let's maybe give it a feel. There's no bolts in the motor mounts.
I hear that those are good to have.
Those are important. Otherwise, we should, let's go a little oil in the header there. I think the valve covers are definitely leaking.
Well, you said there's only 4 screws or something.
2 of 4.
There you go.
But we'll wheel the hose out, maybe we'll degrease this thing real quick, and we can start putting some miles on it this week. And then, yeah, 2 or 3 days from now, she's all yours. I do want to order some So we gotta get gauges, motor mount bolts. What else did I say we needed? We gotta hook the fuse panel up properly. There's no heater stuff on it. We can do that. So you actually have heat on these nice warm afternoon days.
Are you driving in the winter?
Drive in the winter. It's just a car. And kind of go from there. But I think that's where we're gonna leave it for now. Thank you very much for watching. She got her damn bumper. She got her car back. She got all her parts back.
Thanks, everybody.
So frig off, internet. Cut me a break. Like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to the friggin' channel, because all I do is what you guys want.
And what I want.
That tire's not even flat when you have it straight. That's a good looking car. I bought a guy in Saskatchewan who has the trim for the door. The Bel Air trim, top and bottom. I should actually talk to Josh, he can bring it when he comes down. Paid up for it. And this thing will be like a real Bel Air. Oh, look at this thing. Queen D on the plate. She got it all. Man, I like your car.
I like my car too.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. We're that couple that has his and hers Tri-5 Chevys. We're those people. Idiots. See you on the next one.